dollars as far as Nigeria is concerned. Please, a round of applause for Comrade Idali Sari.
Congratulations, CPS. Mouthpiece of the grassroots. Most of us will not know the rationale behind that song, and I would do justice to that. As at last week when we heard from the outgoing chairman that he won't be available, we thought, whom can we call that will host this meeting? And the outgoing chairman said, let me call Engineer FAMUYIWA. I was like, how will they show me? I know him. And we gave him that benefit of doubt, and he put a call through. Within a few days, he called back and he said,
no, not few days.
Less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. He called back and he said, and he will trust the chairman, yes, sir, what the law on my host without fear notice. So I was like, the last time I came here, I think it was about 2 years or 3 years ago. I was like, I have to be here just to see chairman physically. On behalf of the entire 77 CPS, we want to say a big thank you, not for hosting us alone, but for being a leader. Exemplary character you have just displayed within the shortest period of time when we were more or less at a fix. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. We were told by the CPS that you'll be going out. Yes. And we felt before we commence the meeting, to come here, greet you, and thank you for hosting us.
Thank you.
Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda.
Okay. Over to introduce your chairman to us.
Good morning, colleagues. Before I introduce the chairman, he's not the only one here. We have the chief of staff. That's the chairman's chief of staff. Honorable Adeyemi Adeyemo. When you talk about an intelligent person, he's highly intelligent and he's also very useful. He has contributed greatly to what we have now in Agbado-Oke Odo. And good for us too, he's a mass communication graduate. We are happy to see you, sir. And also beside me, because without him, even if chairman said yes, when chairman we can't do anything. City call, city test. Yes, will give city or Danny. Please help me appreciate our sound and also very resourceful. He's always on his toes. He knows what to do at every point in time. Please help me make welcome Mr. Olufbega Shobamu, our And then, before I even say anything, you should know, and Sega too should know, that this time last year, this place wasn't like this.
Yes. Wow, I know.
So, if you're talking of a performing performer, an unrelenting performer, even though he doesn't talk so much, but here, tell my chairman that, excuse me, figure here 420 is already in his head. Come the following day, I say it's 421. He 2 years. He is very good at what he does. He's an engineer by profession and a very good one at that.
Wow.
Yes. And he's doing well, even in Agbado-Oke Odo. I don't know the feat he has achieved. I don't know any chairman that has, at least after that I know. This place was brought to this point in less than 6 months.
Wow.
Please let's appreciate my adorable, my performing, my intelligent, You see this my chairman they come on corner. I've been in situations where they've brought issues and I'll be like, okay, how the time I do case. And by the time he speaks, every warning faction on please help me welcome my chairman, Honorable Engineer David Lcda.
One time see him because I said I get into this what you have said. They are not right. Somebody that when you tell him this, this is what we are going to do. That is done. And since he came here, I think the council have been moving forward. Wow. Like what we have before, we are all working as brothers. Then we came from the same town. I don't know, for reason I know that he's from there. But it's one of the CM someone can recommend. I've been here, I think the executive 2015. I've worked with about 3 CMs. I've worked with them when I was the secretary of business. When I come back as a chairman, when I become a chairman, it's different. If we have this difference, just tell you, okay, let's do this way. And consider it done. So that's why I want you to keep it something. Why? Address you. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Good morning, sir. Thank you for honoring us with your visit. Actually, I got to know about this thing about just 2 days ago. Well, Shaman just called me and said, Shaman, we didn't plan for this. Because we had our normal meeting that we concluded that this is what we are going to do for the month. But he said, see, this thing is very germane to him and important that we must do it. Doing it. And knowing that he's a man of his word, I said, Shaman, don't worry, we know how to go about it. And believe me or not, this thing was done under 2 days. So he's a man of honor too, and a man of his word. But one thing about him that he said he's not going to do this, nobody can convince him. If you cannot convince him, the best thing is that you go and come back and try to convince him over and over again. He definitely said, okay, he's done. So it's such a first thing. And the chief executive too, she has been very ever active since I've been here. At least I came here in February, but she's always on her toes when it comes to delivery of the job. So I appreciate her too. Very intelligent. I do call him the backbone, the think tank. So seriously, we all been working cordially, and we are really happy having you in our midst today. So we believe that we are going to have the best of time because we really give her the support to give you the best.
We have yes. Because the chairman will be on his way out now. So it's very important we introduce ourselves so that any time for this year on one.
Okay, sir. From that, from agenda.
Cps&Speaks.
My name is Fran Adibri, CPS, the executive chairman of LCD. Conference 57 CPS. My name is Agbado-Oke. I'm the chief executive to Honorable Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda. Yeah, conference with 7 CPS. I'm Latif Oladmi Salam, the CPS student, the chairman of the FAMUYIWA local government.
My name is Comrade Zosu Solomon. All the way from, we're almost at the border of
No, we are at the border.
from Badagry West LCDA, Honorable Benu.
With the chairman was the one of the chairman was.
Yes. Yes.
I think you are family. His brothers.
That's my chairman's name. I'm Solomon. Yes.
Sir, before I will introduce myself, we have a senior colleague here that we're going to introduce. I need to introduce him. His name is Honorable Kabir Femi Abdul Karim. He was the chief press secretary to the chairman of the LCDA, now the vice chairman of the LCDA. So he has come today because it is the inaugural meeting of the new chief press secretary, and he has come to bring his own chief press secretary of the local government. So he said, "Omo beni wa fun agenda." Yes. So obìnrin náà ní sí bẹ́ẹ̀ òun náà yes. So.
My name is Lujainu Ashitope, CPS, chairman.
Comrade 7 CPS.
Mountains of the Grand Spirit, German.
I am Hosseini Owolabi Ajimomuya, the chief press secretary to the chairman of Shomoro local government, Honorable Abdulhamid Salau, aka Rula. And also, I'm the outgoing chairman of Comrade 7 CPS. No, we have a traditional committee already.
Have you sworn in?
We have a traditional committee. Okay, now yes. When an engineer is talking, you know that you'll be seeing his friend, engineer Rekoya, and you'll be seeing his friend, Kolade Alabi. They did years together, so we agree.
Talking about Honorable Kolade Alabi, my name is Tunde Akeri. I am the chief press secretary to the president of Argon, to the chairman of all channels, Honorable Alabi Kolade. Yes, we'll be back Wednesday.
Okay. No wonder. So, extend my gratitude to him. He's my friend, not even when he become I know me when he was working somewhere. Before he even become
You served as CS together.
I said before even years. I know him from parties.
We have conference with some CPS. My name is Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda. I am the chief president to the push of the local government chairman.
Conference with 7 CPS. I still remain my humble self, Comrade Aziz Okwemi Ahmed Bamdele, the special advisor on media, publicity, research and documentation. Executive chairman of Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda. Mayor, executive chairman of Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda. Mayor, the only mayor in Nigeria.
Yes. I agree with you. You have a mayor.
Conference with 7 CPS. My name is Ola Mohammed from Etio Science, the CPS to John Obudari campus.
Now welcome. No, okay, yes, sir. No. Sorry.
Oh, Momis, we are getting together.
Oh, okay. Go check out
Okay. You know why you So, my brother, welcome.
CPS. Mouthpiece of the class.
Special advisor, the executive chairman, investment house.
Excellent.
CPS.
Mouthpiece of the class.
CPS with the chairman, we are here. Ìjọba.
Next person. Mouthpiece of the class. Next person. My name is Manu Kwasi. President to the executive chairman.
CPS. I am Ismail Galva Ismail, the CPS of the group chairman of Agege local government.
My name is Soyal. I double as a special executive and from and also the sickness.
Èyí táyọ̀ ìjà orílẹ̀ èdè CPS to the executive chairman of Moshi local government, Honorable
CPS.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
Under the mayoress of and the CPS Sherry SCDA, under the mayoress of Sherry, the Yesewa of Ilara Kingdom.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
Your name?
Okay.
I am Agbado-Oke CPS, the chairman of the Lcda.
The chief secretary to the government chairman, and also the outgoing general secretary of this organization.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
I'm the chief secretary, the chairman, most of our
CPS. Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
My name is Ayodele Ayere. I'm the chief secretary to the executive chairman of the
Current CPS. Permit me to humbly introduce to you the former CPS of Ikosi Sherry, who happens to be the acting party chairman of Ikosi Sherry presently, Honorable Sheyi Odukowo. We also have here.
Yes. CPS.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
I am Agbado-Oke CPS to the chairman.
Conference 57 CPS.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
I am Razak Adeyemi, the Chief Press Secretary to your neighbors, the Executive Chairman of Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda, Ahmed Daniel, HIV, Omodo Abiyo.
Conference 57 CPS.
Introduce yourself to us, to your chairman.
No, to my colleagues. My name is Musmola Labide.
Mrs. Musmola
CPS to Agbado-Oke Odo. That's the chairman. FAMUYIWA.
The reason is that when we started posting the flyer of this meeting, we are receiving calls from our service every month. LTV, Globe TV, Radio Lagos. So Samuel Ani Kaye máa ń ràn wọ́n ìlú ẹ̀ lọ sí gbogbo local government ní bẹ̀bí ìbàyẹ̀ lọ fóun bẹ́ẹ̀ wá gbọ̀ngàn o ti rí Globe Tele ìkóni ẹ̀ ṣe má gbàjẹ́ ìjọba àbílẹ̀ ayúdẹ̀ ìjọba LTV ẹ̀kọ́ta Lagos 57 media they are here so they are all here because we are coming to and Elekere is going live on Facebook, so you have media support for this program.
CPS.
Mouthpiece of the grassroots.
Initially, I was thinking maybe I would not be allowed to introduce myself. Okay. David Side, popularly known as Sido. Okay. The Chief Press Secretary to the Executive Chairman of IBA. And the
I mean, we have said many things, but I welcome it as a request. This is the largest government, and the most populous out of the next. Welcome to it. So we are welcome. We have President. He told us when he went to Enugu, the highest project they are doing is about. When he said when he asked them, where is your project? What they told you is brother over or cover. That's the highest project they are doing. But here, because of the way you project us, when somebody went, maybe they are commissioning a building or a road, when we see, I want to do more. It become a competitive between the chairman. Now look at what the secretariat. Then look at what dining. So everybody who are looking at us, we want to advance each other in the project and construction. So it is your hand. Because I didn't know what is happening in Gogo. I don't know what to do. Do I have my own plan? I have my own plan. I may not fast as the way I wanted to do it. So that's why I personally appreciate you, and on behalf of the Conference 7 chairman, we appreciate what you have been doing. If other people have not been doing it, you have been seeing it. And they have been cheering me up to do more. If not because we don't have much, by next year, 2 years, when you come here, you will not know this country. You will transform it to the next level. Not even the country secretary, but I Agbado-Oke entirely. I have a passion for development, and I'm going to make sure within the 4 years, the impact is going to affect this So thank you very much. God bless you. I wish you a happy celebration and decision making. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Please, may we use this opportunity to take photograph with the chairman before he goes out.
Look at that. No, I will join them.
My name is Honorable David FAMUYIWA, the Executive Chairman of Agbado-Oke Odo Lcda.
Okay, what do you expect to see across the 7 local government accountable areas in Lagos State as a result of this event?
Well, I don't expect to see less than what the procedure has done. I expect them to do more, to supersede what the outgoing executive have done, because they have done very well. The outgoing has done very well. They have projected each government, including the state.
Okay, sir. Any other question?
Yes, there's a question. My name is Agbado-Oke. Go straight. All right. Go straight. All right. My question is, we realize that immediately you assume office.
Yes.
One of the major projects you did was reconstruction and modernization of the council. What gives you that inspiration? Why the choice of that project?
Thank you. You know, I have conceived of rebuilding the secretariat when I was the executive secretary in 2015-16. That if I have the opportunity to come back to this local government needs a befitting secretariat. And when the workers don't have a conducive environment to work with, they can't do anything. They can't perform. Those are the things that prompt me. And it's not even this secretariat alone. Some of the projects which my predecessors left, I completed every one. So that's what prompted me, because I feel that when a worker doesn't have a conducive environment, they can't perform. So that is the reason why I feel that it's the best thing for us to have a conducive environment, a conducive secretariat and offices. So that's what prompted me to do that.
Okay, so now that we have new set of exco's and new set of chairmen across the local government accountable areas in Lagos State, what do you expect to see among the exco's, the newly elected exco's, and the newly elected chairman?
I don't expect less, because there have been a cooperative between the new old ESCO and the new one too. I expect them to cooperate with their chairman, because I mean the position they put each of the CPS is an entrusted position, and they have to justify that. They need to justify it and need to cooperate with their chairman and make sure they project whatever the chairman is doing. That's what I expect.
I just know some of the projects you've done so far. It's away from this one. Let's tell some of the highlights of the projects you've done so far since you have been.
Yes, since I assumed the office, you can see Ajakaye Road there, which is, you can, if not because of that, when you are coming from Katangua, you cannot, there's nowhere to, or you have to go and turn at Yanokwaja. Then I feel that it is not necessary for you, somebody who is going to Agege to go and turn it, somebody is going to Agbado-Oke Odo, going to two gates, then we do both the drainage and asphalt were put in place. Then we have done schools. I've renovated a lot of schools, about almost 8 schools we have renovated when I was assuming as chairman. And the boreholes, we dug a borehole, about 8 boreholes for the community, each one in the ward, because we have 7 wards. And there's a school which will which will put another two boreholes there. Then another thing, then covered across the ward of the local government. And I think so far so good. That's what we have. What I have done since I assumed as chairman years ago.
Thanks. On the final note, sir, I'm sorry to come back to the issue of this project.
Yes.
I'm a member of this LCD, so I know the way this project
go ahead.
And I'm happy that there is rapid development. When is the expected date of completion of this project?
Yes, thank you. You can see the phase 2 is ongoing now. The phase 2 is ongoing. According to the contractor, the agreement we reached with the contractor, by November, December, they should hand over the entire secretariat.
This year, 2020?
Yes, in the next 3-4 months. So they will hand over to us.
Thanks so much, sir. It's a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you.